Hi, Callie. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How was your day today? How did it go?
It was good. I actually, as you probably know from last week, I was just really stressed out the last couple weeks and stuff. But I finally got to get a little bit more sleep than usual last night and finish this project and stuff I had. And so, today, I got to sleep in a little bit later. I went to class, and then I actually have been on exec this past year in my own sorority chapter, and but I applied to be on Panhellenics executive board for the next term. And so I found out today in our meeting, that we have every week because I'm our chapter's Panhellenics delegate, that I got the position I wanted. So that's exciting. I really, I'm kind of, nervous because I've just been stressed out and stuff. But I think it'll be a good experience.
It sounds like there's a lot of responsibility, but you're excited about it, right?
Yeah, I'm for sure excited. It'll be fun.
Okay. That sounds like something that I wouldn't have been able to handle it. But have you had a lot of experience on such field, or what's the specific thing that you'll be doing with that role?
So the position I applied for is judicial affairs,
Okay.
and so it's kind of like any judicial processes or bylaws. It's basically just like the rules that govern our Panhellenic side of the Greek system, and so I'll be in charge of mostly like bylaws or like during recruitment any infractions, which is whenever chapters don't follow the rules. Just
Okay.
kind of mediating whatever issues arise and stuff, and then throughout the year just kind of assisting with certain chapter chair positions and just kind of helping them in any way I can.
That sounds like will you be creating enemies from doing that?
No,
Because
I think it'll be fun. It's kind of hard because sometimes you have to be the bad guy and stuff, but I really don't think it'll really come to that because we at Oklahoma State really don't have that many issues that are
Okay.
serious. We actually haven't had to have an actual judicial hearing in like I think 3 years because we're just known for we don't really have any of the hazing issues or excessive alcohol issues and stuff that a lot of other schools have. So it'll more be like I'll be the bad guy during recruitment, basically.
Right.
The rest of the year it'll kind of just be helpful and productive by like, making new bylaws or like changing whatever people want to see changed and stuff. But during recruitment, it might come down to that a little bit because I'll be in charge of just kind of mediating sanctions if people don't follow the recruitment policies or university policies. And we have some strict ones here at Oklahoma State, just the way we recruit and what we expect and stuff.
Wow, it sounds like you got a handful going on. How's I would assume that you're taking this position because it could potentially help you in your future career. Is that right, or is it just something you're doing for fun right now?
And for sure, well, I want to do it for fun because it's just a really good opportunity to meet people and kind of just get to interact with different groups of people, and you can do so many cool random things while you're on it. But also, it does like help you in your future, and I think it'll really help me become a better leader. And also, it looks really good on any kind of transcript, and it just gives you a whole lot of leadership experience, and just I think it'll help grow me. I've grown a lot this past year just within my chapter, so I'm excited to kind of do that around other chapters too, and just meet new people.
That's amazing, Kelly. It's like the transitioning of college doing really well for you, of learning some important skills before you head to work. I remember you told me something about working for Wings of Hope. Is that right?
Yes.
And is there a tie to your help with the judicial side of sorority, and could it help with your future careers?
I've thought about kind of being a child advocate before,
Okay.
and so I'm not sure for sure if I want to do that or not, but I think it will for sure help. I've definitely thought about for a long time going to law school.
Okay.
As it gets closer, I kind of am starting to think more maybe grad school or something, but
Okay.
as I become less certain that the law is what I want to do, but I don't know, we'll see. I think either way it'll really help me with whatever. It'll definitely provide me with a lot of experience,
Yeah.
and so that's exciting.
Yeah. Well, I hope you figure out your well, I guess we're all in it together, and we'll see over time how
Yeah.
it play out by itself.
Yeah.
So aside from that, from school, everything else going well with you?
Yeah, it's going well. It's just kind of, one thing after the other, but I'm just trying to be positive and not complain. Even though I just almost did.
No, you're talking about the facts. It's
Yeah.
fine. Well, do you have any good plans for Thanksgiving?
I'm gonna go home for a little bit of it. We might go see my family in Oklahoma City. My great aunt, her husband is now in like a home just because he's kind of falls and is forgetful and stuff, and then her daughter right now is in ICU.
Oh.
She just got moved to like a longer term because she's more stable. But so we might go spend Thanksgiving in the city with them instead of in Texas. Just kind of keep her company and just make sure that she's okay because she's elderly herself and
Okay.
she's dealing with a lot of stress and stuff. So we might do that. For a little bit, but I'll probably go home for a couple days and do that, and maybe come back up to Stillwater and work on some of my papers that I have for all my classes. But
Yeah, but Thanksgiving it will be dead week, right? I think so.
Yes.
The workload might not be as much by then.
yeah, I just have a couple papers and
Okay.
stuff that are due like at the end of the semester, and so I'll probably have to work on those a little bit. But it's my least of my concerns for my Thanksgiving
Right.
break. I'm just excited
Right.
to go see my family and miss my mom and my dogs. I cannot wait.
Yeah, it seems like you have a really good connection with your dogs.
Yeah, I really like them. I really miss them.
Okay, that's awesome.
I had a really traumatic event last night though. Okay.
Last night?
Yeah, it wasn't traumatic, that was very dramatic. But my laptop has been broken for the past
Right.
4 weeks. And so a couple weeks ago I had to redo my assignment like twice because my computer crashed during it. So obviously I stopped using my computer. And I sent it into Best Buy, and they told me like a couple days ago that was going to be $960 to fix. And I don't have money for that, and you might as well just buy a new one at that price. And so I'm just kind of waiting around until I can get my brother's old one, until I can afford a new one. And so I've been renting them from the library. So after 5 hours, you have to call and recheck them on the phone, and then after 10 hours, you have to recheck them in person. So it'd been 10 hours, and so it was like 8 o'clock, and it was due at like 8:19, but it's 50 cents per minute you're late. So I went to go recheck it, and I forgot the charger in the car, and she was like, "Oh, you need to recheck them both, like
Okay.
so that you don't get charged for the
Right.
charger." And so I was like, "Okay, well, will you hold this laptop real quick, and I'll go grab the charger and come back in." And she's like, "Yeah." And so I come back in like not even 2 minutes later. She goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like I gave away your laptop. It got really busy, and I just forgot." And I was just like, I just froze. Like I just couldn't even breathe, and I just didn't know what was happening because I was just sheer, I don't know. And long story short, it had my like 15-page project on it that was due in 4 hours, and I was just like so devastated, and I was just like, could you track down the person maybe because I had just walked up when they left, so I was like, they can't be far, we need to find them and stuff. But then I was just so devastated that I just had to leave because she was like, I don't know how to do that, like I'm so sorry, like stuff like that. And I called my mom and I was bawling, and I don't cry, like I cannot remember the last time I cried before that, and I was bawling. And so my mom was like really upset too, and so she called them, and was just like, long story short, they found the laptop, and luckily the guy who had rented it had saved it before exiting out of it in all my tabs. Like he had probably just been like, oh, like that's weird, just like grace God, he just saved it. And so he emailed it to my mom, and my mom emailed it to me, so I got it back. But it was just it was a really rough and chaotic moment of my life. So after that, I, finished the paper and everything last night and went to bed.
That does not sound dramatic. That sounds real pressure right there. That is crazy. But But that's crazy that your mom could call and fix the and helped you out on that problem.
Yeah, it definitely
Wow.
makes me excited to go see her just because she's such a
Yeah.
good mom and stuff. I was so devastated. Usually I'm like a very big fighter. Like I'm not someone that like is like, oh, okay, you know, like. But I was so devastated and just
Yeah.
so worn down that
Yeah.
I could not argue. I just like couldn't even like beg the person to figure it out. Like I was just like, I'm gonna go crawl in the hole now and like never move. Like
Wow.
so I was really happy that somehow she tracked them down
Yeah.
and got it back for me.
I'm so sorry that happened, Callie. That's just so much pressure, and well, I can't even imagine if that ever happened to me. And plus, you said that you lost your papers before too, your assignments before, so that must be tough on you. Thank you so much for sharing all these stories with me. It's very interesting stories. Thank you so much.
It's been really fun sharing with you.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.